We are out here in my personal domain, located at my humble abode. This is my room. If you're unfamiliar with it, it obviously means you haven't been watching my streams because this camera that I'm using right now, right here, is the same camera that I use for this stream right here. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. I meant this one. Right here. This is what I use when I'm gaming, right? This is what I use when I'm gaming. Nightstand, my beautiful gaming chair, my room. Mi casa es su casa, or something like that. Let me turn on the lights real quick. Better lighting. Because you guys probably want to see me better. Alright. So, shoot. This video is going to be mostly filler. But first, I'm going to drink from my Gatorade, Powerade. I'm wearing a shirt slightly too small because all my laundry is dirty. It's in a basket right there that I'm procrastinating doing, which is a little unfortunate. I'm about to do that right after this video ends. Procrastination, as mentioned in another video, is your body's defense mechanism to stop your brain from getting overwhelmed. Do you guys see my nose? What the frick? Yo, okay. That is a crazy realization because like I always knew my nose was crooked, but this is blasphemous. What the heck? That's normal looking nose. Oh nah, my nose is ugh. That's exactly why the human body is asymmetrical. Anyways, that being said, today we're gonna be talking about it's a filler video. We're gonna talk about realizations I've been having recently. Random realizations, right? So let's start with number one. This is one of the biggest realizations that I had all week. So if we stand up real quick, stand up. Let me angle my camera a little bit up higher. Okay, right now we're standing on planet Earth, right? Okay, now it sounds like a normal thing. You're like, planet Earth? Adoy, you're literally pointing out the obvious, but wait, right? Because this is something we don't think about enough. Right now, if you jump, gravity is weighing you down. Now take a second to really feel the gravity that is being placed upon your legs. You can literally feel the pressure in your feet of Earth itself pulling you down. Now here's what really threw me off the other day is that underneath the ground you stand on the other end of the world, is either a massive landmass that has people walking all over it, or just an ocean filled with creatures beyond our imagination, because there's definitely some crazy things down there. Now stick with me. So right below your feet, right? We're standing on like hundreds or maybe thousands of tectonic plates that are shifting and moving with the magma, some stones that are being formed. Like the earth underneath us is currently changing, and there's a core in the very center. This is where all the gravity resides, in this big old core in the center of the earth that is responsible for you not flying away right now. That's kind of weird. What's even weirder What's even weirder is that we're standing on one of the thinnest parts of Earth's crust. And you know how massive that is? The thinnest layer is probably thousands of feet. Echo, how deep is the thinnest layer of Earth's crust?
From Quora.com, the ocean floor is the thinnest part of the Earth's crust.
What is it, like, how many miles down is that?
From Edmonds.com, this gives us 3,337, which we divide by the amount of electric energy used to travel that 100 miles, say 20 kilowatt hours.
What? What? Echo, how many miles deep is the first layer of Earth's crust?
Here's something I found on reference.com. The Earth's crust is between 3 to 5 miles deep under the ocean, oceanic crust, and about 25 miles deep under the continent, continental crust. This is very thin in comparison to the other layers of the planet.
25,000 miles. There is 25,000 miles between the ground I stand on and the second layer of Earth's crust below. Bro, this planet is massive. Massive. Massive, bro. This is a big planet that we're standing on. All right, here's another thing. The atmosphere. The atmosphere itself is so big. Without the atmosphere, we got no oxygen, we got no carbon dioxide to help the plants. We literally die without the atmosphere. The atmosphere is what protects us from asteroids and meteors coming in at Earth. And that in itself reaches out hundreds of miles above Earth. Echo, how many miles up is the end of the atmosphere?
From Quora.com, according to the internationally recognized definition, the end of the Earth's atmosphere, known as the Karman line, is located approximately 100 kilometers, 62 miles, above sea level.
62 miles above sea level? It actually doesn't, that doesn't sound like that much. And to be honest, 25 miles down below Earth, being its first layer of crust, doesn't even sound like that much either. Here's another question. One more. Echo, how many miles is it from
Sorry,
Echo?
find what you're
Echo.
for.
Echo, how many miles is it from the first layer of Earth's crust all the way down to the core?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the average distance from the surface of the Earth to its center is 6,371 kilometers or 3,959 miles.
3,959 miles. I have more miles on my car. I could have literally. I have 26,000 miles on my car now. I could have gone straight down through the ground to the other end of the earth and back like 4 times. Maybe even just a little bit more. I don't feel like doing all that math right now. The earth is low key small. Like it's massive, obviously. But it's low key kind of small. I don't know. That's one thing that I've been thinking about is that the atmosphere, the clouds responsible for making up the atmosphere. I saw this star. It's what the number one brightest star, uh, in the constellation of. Wait, what was it? Let's do this real quick. Okay, all right. Wait, up. Orion? Is that the one I'm looking at? Orion is one of the 10 brightest stars visible from Earth. That's not the right one. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Uh, Constellations. Here's what we got to do. We got to find where it's at. Maybe it was in Scorpius. No, it's not Scorpius. In the constellation. Whoa, wait, what the heck? It was a constellation I never even knew was a thing. Uh, Maybe actually I might have. I'm trying to find it because this is like really important to me now. Gemini. I'm pretty sure it was Gemini. Beta Gemini. Okay, whatever. I can't figure it out. That's okay. That's okay. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because the atmosphere, when it comes to like manipulating this star, I recorded this outside of my work the other day, and I thought I was tripping. Look at that photo. Look at that photo. That's the star I was looking at right there. I wish the camera didn't have as much glare. Maybe if my phone screen wasn't as busted. But here's the other thing. Here's what was weird about the star. Is that I'd zoom in on it. And you see how it's changing all those colors? It's literally changing red, blue, green, all that. Bro, so at first, right? At first when I saw this, I was thinking, I was like, holy cow. I just discovered alien life. No. That star is usually like a greenish hue with the naked eye. Um and while I talk, I'm gonna try to find out what star it was again. Um so that star with the naked eye, it's a greenish hue that flickers. Now, under my camera, the reason why it's changing all those colors is because of the atmosphere. Now, you got to think the atmosphere has all these different pressures, all these different temperatures, all, all these different movements. Like, that's why clouds happen, right? You got some clouds on the lower layer going like this through the atmosphere, while other clouds on the upper layer going like this through the atmosphere, and they're kind of just moving, doing their thing. Now, when they're both equal, and then they do that, then you get tornadoes. But anyways, so because of the atmosphere doing that, it bends light. The way light refracts, I can't really explain right now because I can't think that way right now. But it bends light so much, and because of how often the atmosphere is moving constantly, and some parts are thinner than the others, and they're constantly moving, it gives a glow that looks as if it's a planet or something in the sky that is consistently changing color, which is freaking wild to me. That's actually that's mind-boggling to me. Another thing I realized is cats. Cats, bro. Cats. Because we don't think about this too often is that like I notice at the zoo, I sit there at the zoo sometimes and I'm just looking at the animals and I'm like, dude, that's a living creature. Like this is something that like how are they so different? They literally have eyes, they have noses, They have ears, yet they look completely different. They just don't look right. Like a tortoise. A tortoise. Have you ever seen one of the big tortoises? Because these things are wild. Okay, we're back down here. A tortoise, bro. Look at that. Look how its skin is a part of the shell. Because the shell is a bone structure. That shell is literally a vital bone in their body. All their organs and everything, this shell is the reason for. Like what the heck? Like the reasons our organs are protected right now is like my heart, my lungs. They're protected because I can just go boom, 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 and I'm not just piercing through my skin. I have my bones in the way. Now a tortoise breaks all physical laws of being born. This is like being born as a turtle. It's like being born as a human without its skin. If that makes sense. Like you've never seen a human being born with no skin over their bones. This creature is that. This is probably one of the only creatures. I guess technically teeth. Teeth don't have bones. I mean teeth, bro. Teeth don't have skin. But the fact that this beast that can live 100 something years, sometimes up to 200 years, maybe more, is born with a bone structure as a part of the body, but the bone structure is on the outside of the body is crazy to me. That's a turtle. That's a turtle. And these things are great too. They're like the exact same thing, except a lot smaller and less impressive. Just imagine that scale. The scale of a tortoise. Like that's a creature. That's a creature that has life on Earth. Like what? Like what? It always confuses me, sometimes scares me a little bit. Like eyes are kind of cool. I think eyes are one of the most attractive features in a human being. But eyes on animals are fascinating and terrifying because when I go in the hallway and my cat's looking at me and I can't see anything but just this glint of yellow in his eyes, that is scary. That is scary. It's just pitch black in the hallway and I can literally see his eyes just reflecting. The eyes of an owl, those are scary too. Those scare me. I get scared of eyes when it comes to eyes on animals because they just like eyes on human beings, they just make sense, you know? But the fact that animals can see with eyes. Okay, it sounds a lot dumber when I'm saying it out loud, but like literally, like animals have eyes. Like when you pet your cat and then you go like this, and his eyes are kind of like poking out like that, and it looks goofy, bro. Because usually for a cat, you only see its pupils. Seeing its actual eyeball, like seeing its actual like the white parts of his eye, is like it just weirds me out. It just weirds me out. I'm like, that's not normal. Like that's just weird to me. That's just like eyes are weird. Eyes are scary. They're scary, but like that's obviously how they see. So like it's needed. You can't just get rid of eyes. That's cruel. That's fucked up. But like we're not the only ones with eyeballs over here, guys. Other animals have eyeballs too. Other animals have ears and noses. That's the other thing. Human beings are nothing but an animal. We are literally, bro, we take so much pride thinking that we're so special. We're a fucking human being. A Homo sapien, bro. A Homo sapien. We have the advantage of being at the top of the food chain, and that's not even just because we're just built like that. We're only at the top of the food chain because we've created things to allow us to be at the top of the food chain. If you don't bring a gun and you go into the middle of just Alaskan wilderness, you're cooked. That's game over. Goodbye. That's it. You're done because you're no longer at the top of the food chain. Take on a bear for me and tell me how that goes. Take on a bear because I cannot take on a bear. It's just gonna maul me to death. And that's even scarier because animals are scary like that. Because animals, some animal, okay, I'd much rather get eaten by a lion or a tiger than a bear. Because bears, bro, they will stomp on you and they'll go and rip your body apart while you are still living in it. And I don't like that. I just don't like that. It just doesn't sit right with me. Like, if you are going to eat something, at least give it the courtesy of ending it first, right? Like, if a bear kills me, I mean, that sucks. That sounds like a painful death, but just like, go for the kill, bro. Just literally just go for the neck. Don't stop and just rip me apart piece by piece. You're literally putting me through hell just to finish me off anyways. Like, what is the point? Like, what the hell, dude? That's just disrespectful. That's disrespectful in my eyes. Because human beings, you see, we have this thing, we have it called empathy and sympathy. Like, if you, it's like a moral dilemma. Like morals, we have morals. We have morals. We're human beings and we have morals. If we're gonna eat something, we're gonna kill it first because like that's fucked up if you don't. If you eat a fish, you're gonna kill the fish before you eat it. It's almost like that dilemma that like um what do you do if you see like an animal that is obviously not gonna like say there's a deer that is in the middle of the woods. It got shot and it's obviously gonna die from this wound, but it has like it's suffering. It's suffering. It's already like its fate has already been sealed. It's just sitting there suffering. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna finish the job or are you gonna watch and let it suffer until it fully ceases from life? And that's a moral dilemma. I don't know because I feel so bad for it. I would probably sit down. Let me, can I reenact it on you guys? I'll reenact it on you guys. I'd be like this. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There was a hunter, and the hunter shot you. Okay, and I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that happened. But I see you're here, suffering, right? I see that your fate's been sealed. And as much as it sucks to say, I'm gonna relieve you from this world. I'm gonna I'm gonna make it to where you have to suffer no longer. And I just want to tell you my story. And then I go and I talk about like when I was a kid, how I grew up, what I'm doing with my life, and then I go, I'm sorry, Mr. Deer. Oh, that's what I do, right? Now, if I'm a bear's not gonna do that. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Human beings, bro. And what's even crazier is I'm a firm believer that this isn't even like this body, the person you view me as, the person you're looking at right now, a human being made of flesh, skin, and bones, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. This may be my physical form, but I am a firm believer that 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 the soul is separate from the body. I'm almost guaranteeing it. I think that this body that I am living in is just a vessel, which might break some people's worlds, but I genuinely think that's the case because I don't think that your soul can just cease to exist. Say your soul is matter, right? If your soul is matter, uh, and we go by this statement, matter cannot be created nor destroyed. Whoa. All right, I'll get into that in a second. How matter cannot be created nor destroyed. I'm thinking of that in the same way that I believe that my soul, in a way, could be matter in this case. I don't think it can be created. I don't think it can be destroyed. I think it is in a constant state of just being. What happens after death? I have no idea. There's a few things I can think of, but I think the soul itself is just it's separate. I think the soul is just a separate entity from the human body. And our purpose here is honestly just to experience the earth as it is, as something that can take in the surrounding area, something that has senses, something that has a sense of touch, a sense of, I don't think that sense of feel is a thing, but I feel like that could be a thing, just like a sense of feel, but like being able to have emotion, being able to have hear sound, take in the beauties of music, take in the beauties of the scenery around you, the beauties of smell, the taste of food on your taste buds. Like these are all reasons why I think that human beings exist in the first place. I think that that is, in the end, what humans are created for. I think humans are created to live, just to experience the world as a human being. I don't know. Animals can do it too. I mean, you ever see those videos of like bears or anything just like sitting down and taking in the sight? Bears and wolves. These are two creatures I can think of off the top of my head that can actually see and sense beauty in the area around them. Because they will literally sit down in the grass and just stare at the mountainous landscape in front of them or the valley in front of them. They will take in the scenery, and that's crazy to me. Now, here's the other thing I just thought about is that matter cannot be created nor destroyed. So, like, how did it create in the first place? Hey, Joe! Holy frick. Hey, shoo! Hey, shoo! Hey, shoo! Hey, shoo! I think this is a sign I should end the video. Hey, shoo! God. Holy cow. Oh, God. There's one more. I can't tell if it went away. I think. Oh my god. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Hey! Oh shit. Oh, bro, I got snot on my shirt. I can't tell if that's snot or teardrops. Oh my god, it could be a mix of both. I feel like I gotta see. Hey! Did I just bring back dabbing? Alright. Before this continues, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. My allergies are kicking in. Oh my god. Bro, this could literally put me to sleep. I'm gonna fall asleep right now. Holy. Hey! Oh, oh. I have to live like this. I deal with this every day. Like 3 times a day, especially in this season right now. Like, maybe more. Maybe more. Ooh. Cantaloupe, pineapple, grapes, cantaloupe, bananas, bananas from Bahamas, Bahama bananas, banana Bahamas, banana Bahamas, banana Bahamas, banana Bahamas, banana Bahamas. That's a tongue twister I kept freaking up earlier. Alright, guys. Thank you for joining me on this video. Have a fantastic evening. Talk to you later. Bye bye. Oh, that's Markiplier. I'm going to freak to sleep.